It happened on one of those rainy mornings when even the sky felt tired. Heavy gray clouds pressed low over the city, and every drop of rain seemed to echo the weight inside Emily Stanton's chest as her wheelchair rolled slowly down the hospital hallway. The faint squeak of its wheels cut through the silence, soft but relentless, a sound that reminded her of everything she had lost. Just 6 months earlier, Emily had been soaring under bright stage lights. She was the youngest principal dancer ever to lead the New York Academy's grand ballet performance. Critics called her unstoppable, graceful, fearless. Then came the accident. A distracted driver, a wet road, screeching tires. One moment that shattered a lifetime. Her spinal injury left her unable to walk, possibly forever. But the paralysis wasn't the deepest wound. It was loneliness. People called her brave, inspirational, strong. They didn't see the nights she cried until her pillow was soaked. They didn't see the way she smiled just to stop her father from looking at her like he was losing her piece by piece. Her father, Charles Stanton, billionaire CEO of Stanton Global, a man who had built empires, closed impossible deals, and solved problems with money and power. But this was the one thing he couldn't fix. If you believe kindness still has the power to heal, if you believe in second chances, and if you believe one ordinary moment can change a life, please like this video, subscribe to Kindness Warriors, and share it with someone who could use a little hope today. Your support helps these stories reach the hearts that need them most. Charles tried everything. World-class surgeons, neurologists, experimental treatments. He transformed an entire wing of his mansion into a private rehabilitation center. Nothing worked. Emily stopped talking most days. She stopped dreaming. She stopped believing in tomorrow. Watching his daughter fade broke Charles, not because of pride, but because for the first time in his life, love wasn't enough. That's when he made a final decision. He took her away from the city, away from hospitals, away from whispers of pity. They traveled deep into the mountains to a secluded recovery retreat called Healing Storms, a place known for blending physical therapy with emotional healing. It was his last hope. The mountain air was sharp and cold. The quiet felt unfamiliar. The staff was polite, efficient, distant. Until the third day, Emily sat alone outside a wooden cabin, staring at pine trees fading into mist, when a small voice broke the silence. "You look really sad." A little boy stood in front of her, no older than 6. Freckles dotted his cheeks, and his brown hair stuck up in one stubborn curl. "My dad says sad people don't need fixing," the boy said. "They need someone to sit with them." Emily didn't answer. "He helped me when my mom went to heaven," the boy added softly. "He can help you too." The child pointed toward a nearby greenhouse. Inside stood a man in worn jeans and a faded navy shirt, hands deep in the soil. Strong, quiet, grounded. When he looked up and met Emily's eyes, he smiled. Not with pity, not with sympathy, but with understanding. That night, Emily couldn't sleep. Not from pain, but from curiosity. The next morning, as she sketched alone, the man approached. He didn't ask questions. He didn't lecture. He knelt down and placed a small wildflower beside her. "You don't have to feel better today," he said gently. "But maybe this helps tomorrow feel a little lighter." Then he walked away. His name was Adam Miller, a single father, a former physical therapist who left the medical world after losing his wife. He came to the mountains to raise his son and to heal in his own way. Adam didn't treat injuries. He treated people. Weeks passed before Emily let him close. She pushed him away with silence, with sarcasm, with anger. Adam never forced her. He sat nearby while she painted, while his son laughed in the grass. Slowly, Emily began to talk, then cry, then trust. One morning, as sunlight spilled across the field, Adam said quietly, "Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for your heart to believe again." That week, Emily agreed to try something different. No machines, no pressure. Adam recreated the feeling of her old ballet studio. Mirrors, music, familiar scents, memories. He reminded her body what it once loved. The therapy was brutal, painful, slow, but it was hers. And one morning, with Adam supporting her, she stood. Just 3 seconds. But those 3 seconds changed everything. She cried, not from pain, but from hope. Charles was stunned. After millions spent, dozens of experts hired, this quiet man had reached his daughter in a way no one else could. When Charles confronted him, Adam simply said, She was never broken. She just forgot who she was. Progress came in waves. Some days Emily fell back. Some days she surprised herself. And Adam stayed, steady, patient, human. He never promised she would walk again. He promised she wouldn't be alone. On a golden autumn evening, in a field glowing with sunset, Emily took 5 steps, unassisted. Charles wept. Adam smiled. And Emily finally believed in tomorrow. If this story moved you, please like, subscribe to Kindness Warriors, and share it with someone who needs hope today. We read every comment. Tell us what moment touched your heart the most.